What's good, sports fans? My name is Damian Adams from The Real Deal with Damian Adams. Now, if you're not familiar with that podcast, you need to get familiar, all right? The Real Deal with Damian Adams is real sports talk for the real sports fan. So if you're a real sports fan, I know you will enjoy that podcast. Go ahead and search it on whatever podcast platform you listen to. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Castbox, Google Podcasts. Wherever you listen to podcasts, search The Real Deal with Damian Adams. Put in a full thing like a pimp named Slickback. You'll find it and you will enjoy it. So today I wanted to come to you with my real take of the week. And I want to talk about the Pelicans real quick. As you can see, I got my Pelicans gear on. I am a true blue Pelicans fan. We won't bow down. Now, the Pelicans did not do nothing for the trade deadline. And there was a lot of noise going into the trade deadline about Jrue Holiday. Jrue Holiday is a very good player, someone who can not only score 20 points a game for you, but also can lock down some of the best guards in the NBA and also can play defense on big men. If you watched the game last week against Cleveland, he was giving Kevin Love all types of trouble, even though Kevin Love has, 6 inches and probably 40 pounds on him. But for Jrue Holiday, the reason his name was brought up is that the Pelicans right now are, I believe, 4 or 5 games out of the 8th spot in the Western Conference, and it's going to be very hard for them to make the playoffs, even though they do have an easy schedule down the stretch. So it's not something that's impossible, but it will be hard for them to get into the playoffs this year. But the reason I'm glad that we did not make a move, I don't think you're getting the value for Jrue Holiday that you would get, in the offseason for someone of that caliber at the trade deadline. Plus, I would love to see this team for a full year be healthy. You think about that core with Lonzo Ball, who has improved so much with his jump shot, someone who over the last month is shooting over 40% from the three-point line, just so much more confident with his three-point shot, and he's already a great distributor, very good defender. Him and Jrue together makes a very, very good defensive backcourt. Brandon Ingram, who right now could be in the front of the running for most improved player, along with making the All-Star team this year. Both of those guys are only 22 years old. You got Zion. We're only 8 games into the Zion era, but you can already see the skills that are there. He's averaging almost 20 points a game, playing less than 30 minutes per game, while also getting you almost 8 rebounds. A little too many turnovers there right now, but he's just starting. So you expect the hiccups. Defensively, he needs to improve as far as moving his feet. But everything points to him being a superstar very, very soon. And I think that Jrue Holiday is the perfect veteran to go along with those young players. So I'm glad that the Pelicans did not move on anyway from Jrue Holiday, and I hope that we keep him until next season. Even if we don't make the playoffs this year, say we fall short of the playoffs this year, next year with Brandon Ingram, somebody who can get you 25 points a game, Zion, who can get you 20 points, 10 rebounds. He's already got a few double-doubles under his belt just in 8 games. Lonzo, is a triple-double waiting to happen because of his skill set. Jrue Holiday, Josh Hart coming off the bench. I don't know what we're going to do at center. I like Derek Favors, but I would love to have someone there who can stretch the floor. Even if you put Zion at the small ball 5 and get a power forward who can stretch the floor, just to give room for Zion to have his post-ups like he wants to. But I'm very, very happy that we did not move Jrue Holiday. Jrue Holiday is one of my favorite players in the league because of his abilities to not only play defense on guards, but big men, his versatility on defense and on offense. So I'm glad that the Pelicans are going to keep this group together, hopefully for the long term, right? Jrue being 29, he is by far, as that core, is the elder statesman, even though you think about other players on the team like, J.J. Redick. He's not a part of the core that I'm talking about. So hopefully we can keep this together. Love to see what we're going to do in the second half of the year. We looked very good against the Bulls last night, even though they were shorthanded. We took care of business. So please let me know if you think that the Pelicans should have moved on from Jrue Holiday and try to get assets for the future, or they did the right thing in keeping Jrue Holiday on the team for the future. And until next time, go real or go home.